Hello pilots, R1 here. It occurred to me as I was looking over some of the content from the new patch that I have never gotten around to playing the Gepard. It's the second, I believe, flak vehicle that you run into in the German lineup, and it's really surprisingly rugged for a flak vehicle. Don't get me wrong, it doesn't have a whole lot of armor anywhere, but it is a little bit better protected for the driver, at least. Your gunner is still, well, exposed. Let's put it that way. I kind of wonder, you've got these armored flaps that in-game are in a down position to allow great... Ow! Sorry, I just hit a tree. That's one thing you still want to avoid doing in this vehicle. But I've noticed that the flaps are in the down position as you play. And in that position, I wonder if they serve as kind of a makeshift spaced armor, and if that helps against certain shell types. Well, anyway, I've noticed that this vehicle can survive more damage than you would think. Granted, that is still not saying a lot. Don't get me wrong, but it can surprise you. And they have a little bit of extra armor covering the driver's hatch, which is very helpful as well. Now, this is actually my very, very first battle in this vehicle. I have nothing unlocked on it so far. It is completely stock, and I've got to get out of here because artillery is just about to paste my position. But nothing is uploaded. I'm still using the default ammo loadout, which means I'll have a mixture of mediocre armor-piercing shells, and they can't even take down this concrete post here. Mediocre armor-piercing shells and high-explosive shells. Now, later on, you unlock the capability to split those out so that you can at least focus the shell type that you're using, depending on if you're going after aircraft or other tanks. And then the final unlock is a high-velocity armor-piercing shell, which is probably pretty effective against other ground vehicles if you can get up on them and hit their vulnerable points. But right now, I've got that 50-50 mix going, so every other shell is going to be completely ineffective against whatever I'm shooting at. But that's alright. I realize I'm going to have to try and squeeze it through between these concrete pillars, and there we go. It eases through nicely. A shell just came in from the other side of that tank, and I've got to find where it came from, and I don't see it right away. There he is. He's behind that tree. That's why I can't see him. I'm not getting any good hits on him, and there's a little locust too. That locust is actually just as dangerous, if not more so, to me than whatever the other tank is. So I'm going to unload on him as he scoots by me, and fortunately he decides to run around over there, well within my field of fire, and I'm able to get some pretty decent shots into him, but he doesn't stop moving long enough for me to unload a full burst. So I'm doing some incidental damage. I've damaged his radiator. That's helpful. And there's a threat. Russian tank destroyer. Looking directly at me. And I just start hammering him. And it takes its toll. He seems unable to fire. Or perhaps he's just focusing on the tank there to my left. But he burns up. Which is fortunate for me. He could have killed my gunner in one hit. And if your gunner dies or your driver dies in this vehicle, since you only have 2 crew members, if one of them dies, you're out of the fight. Well, I just saw a round go by from those houses over to the left. I need to be very careful. I can get ambushed and taken out very easily getting into those tightly packed houses over there, so I'm going to very cautiously scope out the situation from a distance. We'll lob some shots over there, but now he's a little too low. Now he's behind that 2-story house, so I'll have to pick my time and very carefully move forward. Let's see if I can get a little bit better idea of his location first. Well, it looks like that's what most of my team is doing. Yeah, he's hiding out, so I'm going to have to move forward eventually. I can't I can't cover him if I can't see the target. But it looks like he's giving him a pretty good fight over there. So let's go ahead and back it up. And we'll start moving in that direction. Now, I ran a few matches in this vehicle after this video was recorded. And I have unlocked most of the equipment on the Gepard. And I'm probably going to end up doing a few more videos on it here and there. I won't bombard you with them, but whoa, just got strafed. Hang on. To the side. Jerk. He almost took me out of the match. But I've recorded a few other matches with this, and I won't bombard you with them, but I am probably going to release at least 1 or 2 other videos. Primarily because I enjoy playing flak vehicles. I think they're fun and challenging all at the same time. But this vehicle in particular was more fun, I think, than any other flak vehicle that I've played in. It's a bit more nimble. It's a little faster to get your gun on target. It's a little bit more survivable. And when you need to, you can run with the big boys and keep up with them. It's got enough engine power, enough torque that it can move through difficult terrain at a relatively high rate of speed. And I enjoy that. I feel like I can keep up with my team when I need to and provide excellent support fire against ground vehicles. Or I have enough speed to move off to the side and cover them effectively from aircraft fire when they come under attack. Now at this point, I'm still being a little cautious about moving directly into those houses. I realize this tank is stock, and I really don't want to get in over my head. I'm trying to leave myself enough room where I'm not necessarily the primary target. There's a target. We'll rush him light tank. We'll light him up from behind. There we go. Well, kill assist. That's not too bad. We did some damage there. With the fault ammo, I can't complain about that. Let me creep forward. There's our guy. Well, he's fighting with someone. It doesn't register at first, but there's there's the enemy tank right there. Well, he's back to me. From the placement of the marker, I thought it was somebody on our side at first, and I realized, duh. No, that's the enemy, and I was able to take him out. I had a great shot at his side. Okay, well, score 1 for the little guy. I feel like I'm starting to contribute something useful to the team. Now, one reason why I wanted to put this video up is because I really haven't seen a lot of people actually cover this vehicle in YouTube videos. Wait, there's a biplane overhead. He's not likely to do a whole lot of damage to us. Well, he could damage me. He could fire directly down in my crew compartment and take me out. So I'm protecting myself here more than the team. And he sees me. Here he comes. There we go. Now he's going for somebody else, but perfect shot. And down he goes. Another one down. That was very satisfying. But I haven't seen a lot of people cover this vehicle. I think it's been overlooked by a lot of folks. And, well, you know, some of the popular YouTube personalities, they like to run matches here and there, custom matches, where it's flak vehicles against, you know, hordes of enemy aircraft. And I think this would be a great addition to any of those custom matches. It's just a good all-around flak vehicle. That's not the enemy. There he is. We'll open up on him. Not doing a whole lot from the front, but I am doing some crew damage. And damaged his gun. Well, he's running now. Only problem is, it's very easy to lose sight of your target due to all the dust and smoke that's kicked up whenever you fire. And I think he's going to come right for me. Yeah, there he is. Let's light him up again. Trying to take out his track. No, he manages to slip through. But I have messed him up. I've wounded his driver. And everyone on my team is now alerted to his presence by my stream of 20mm gunfire. There he goes. Okay, another kill assist. I have a feeling that this vehicle in a lot of matches would be a kill assist generating machine. And that's okay too. Pinpointing targets has its value even if you do nothing else in the match. Now at this point we have captured all 3 of the bases on this map, or the capture points on this map, and we are moving forward on the enemy spawn point. And really we don't have much choice. It'd be kind of silly to just play defensively at this point. So I will join my team as we push forward. We're getting actually kind of dangerously close to the edge of the map here too, so we do have to be a little bit careful. And I don't see anyone just yet. That bridge is a likely area that we'll have to keep an eye on. I'm going to climb up this hill, see if I can get a little bit better view. And I'm kind of scanning the sky. I expected, with all the deaths on the enemy team, to see more aircraft in the air, but so far such is not the case. Well, we've hit the edge of the battlefield now, so it's time to back up and turn around. I bet we will see some aircraft here fairly quickly. Yeah, there's one. Will I get a shot? Come on, buddy. Oh, no, he's suiciding in. Alright, well, he got away from me. That's alright. We are going to win this match quite handily. And although it wasn't gangbusters, this little thing, even in its default configuration, held its own. There's one last enemy tank. We'll light him up, do some damage. I want to cripple him if I can, but we're running out of time. Oh, and that's the end of the match. Well, that's alright. If you've overlooked this little vehicle, don't. It's a lot of fun, and it's well worth playing. I'll let you go for now, but until I see you again, good hunting. Thanks for watching. I hope you were entertained. If you liked the video, please remember to subscribe. And if you're already a subscriber, thank you. And I'll see you next time.